Jonathan Womack, and welcome to this edition of Community Insider. We're bringing you to the 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival right here at the 9 Mile Fire Department. It's a volunteer fire department, and we have Mr. Tyler here who's going to tell us more about it. He's captain of the volunteer fire department.
Well, this morning we're at Old Stone Fort State Park in Manchester, Tennessee. We wanted to come see some of the spring colors. You know, we take a lot of fall color hikes, also spring color hikes, like the redbud growing here at Old Stone Fort, right here by the river, by the dam here. It's just beautiful. And we're going to see a lot of that. We're also going to see a lot of beautiful wildflowers here. Not only at Old Stone Fort, we're going to make a couple of stops today as we go hunting for spring wildflowers. Glad you're with us. Hope you enjoy it. Come on.
Welcome to another edition of Community Insider. Join us as we travel Middle Tennessee, uncovering history and experiencing the adventure of unique stories and events coming to you inside your community.
Tell me where we're at. For the folks that's watching that may be from the Upper Cumberland area, Middle Tennessee area, where are we at?
So we are right smack dab between Homestead in Crossville and Pikeville. We're 9 miles north of Pikeville, Tennessee.
Okay.
It's exactly 9 miles from the courthouse to the front door of the fire department.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's kind of where we got our name from.
So I was asking somebody off camera earlier, I was like, does this mean that you cover 9 miles? Well, that wasn't it. Actually, you're 9 miles from Pikeville, and that's why
we are 9 miles from Pikeville, yes.
Beautiful community. When you come off the mountain or when you come through the valley and you come to this beautiful scenery in the background, beautiful. I guess a portion of this, you know, we're sort of in the Sequatchie Valley.
Yes, we're in the head of the Sequatchie
what's
Valley.
Some of the mountains that's around here?
So behind us is the Walden's Ridge, and that is the Cumberland Plateau to our west.
Okay.
And then, of course, back that way would be Fall Creek Falls.
I got you. Now, just from the trip that we come on, we come into beautiful weather. It was actually overcast skies, cloudy, drizzling. We got here in the valley, and it's honestly just peaceful, just beautiful weather, beautiful in scenery, and what's even better than just being beautiful is the opportunity to hear some down-home bluegrass music. And you guys are going to be doing this several times during the summer, even into the fall, right?
Yes, we have festivals in May, June, August, and September. The June and August festivals are on the other side of the highway at the Edmonds Family Farm, but the whole community kind of comes together to do these. So.
I got you. Now, tell me just a little bit about today. This is to help really just give back to the community, but you are trying to raise some funds for the fire department, right?
Yes, so we are 100% funded by these two bluegrass festivals that are hosted over here, as well as donations from our community.
Oh, wow.
We get 0 taxpayer dollars from the county.
Oh, my goodness.
So we are all funded by ourselves, and we usually average, you know, a pretty good turnout. So, but that's all we use to fund running 3 apparatus on about 100 calls a year in our little community.
Wow. You guys have got some beautiful equipment. And I guess the closest other fire department that helps with mutual aid and stuff like that
would be the city of Pikeville.
City of Pikeville.
So they are 9 miles away, and we're their closest unless they go south.
I got you.
Yes, so we cover all the major road and half of that side of the Cumberland Plateau. So we've got about a 60 square mile coverage area that we run out of this station.
name's Mary, but she goes by Dolly. I'm Leroy.
How long have you guys been coming here?
7 years, 8 years.
Yeah, about 7, 8 years. We just moved to Tennessee in 2013.
Where'd y'all come from?
Pennsylvania.
Wow. Much bluegrass up in that area?
There's a lot of bluegrass, but we never went to Bluegrass till we came here.
So it sort of got in your blood once you come to Tennessee.
Oh
then, I
my,
guess.
yeah.
Well, that's awesome. How long you guys been dancing?
We met in 2000 at a singles dance.
Wow, wow. So what would you say to people that's watching? Would you recommend dancing to help you out health-wise?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So why do you like bluegrass music?
The beat,
Do you dance to other types of music?
Oh, country.
we did, yes, we do country. And
Gotcha. What's some of the areas that you can go to dance around here?
Not as many as it used to be.
yeah, with the COVID, that shut a lot of
Yeah,
places down.
Yeah.
Right now, bluegrass festivals, and we've been going to Anthony's on Thursday nights or Friday nights.
Gotcha. Well, you guys, what would you tell people as far as them thinking about coming to the festival? Recommendations for this one?
Oh, this is the best bluegrass festival around.
That's awesome. That's
Uh,
awesome.
Price-wise, you can't beat it, and music-wise, there's no place that touches it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been to some that had bigger names, but not near as. I mean, the local bands are awesome.
Yeah. And you get to do your part, which is dancing, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
They
And
they
I
don't
have some
stop
girls
us.
to dance with, too.
There you go. Hello, I'm Jonathan Womack, and welcome back as you're seeing some scenes from the 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival right here in Pikeville, Tennessee. And we have Miss Andrea Shook, and she's going to be telling us just a little bit about the festival and how long it's been going. She also, her maiden name was Edmonds. Is that
That's
how?
right.
Edmonds? And it was your grandfather that sort of got this all started with bluegrass?
Yes, sir.
Tell us the history on that.
The community was in need of a fire department, so the community came together and built one, but they needed to fund it. So my grandfather said, we can do a bluegrass festival, and they would go around to all different festivals because my family has a band as well, the Edmonds family. And so they would go around playing and advertise this festival, which would bring a big crowd over. And back in the early 90s, we had like 1,500, 2,000 people
Wow.
here, which it's scaled down a lot from then, but it was a big deal when it started.
Wow.
And of course, you can see the building how, when we first started to now, it's a lot different. And we got 3 trucks now. And of course, they've been on college a minute ago.
I saw that. So you guys are active. Having a fire department and equipment, the cost, it's unbelievable. And here's the precious story. This is a family tradition that's continued still today. Now listen, I'm telling y'all have got a beautiful community. For anybody that's watching in our viewing area, outside of Tennessee, wherever you're watching from, you need to come take a trip to this festival because by far it is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Now I'm telling you, it's just beautiful. It's just breathtaking. Sequatchie Valley. Now tell me more locally, the community's called 9 Mile Community, I guess?
Yes.
And what is the county seat? It's Bledsoe County, is
Yes,
that right?
Bledsoe County.
And you guys are going to be having several festivals coming up, so tell the folks about those festivals.
Okay, we have 4 a year, and this is, of course, the first one, May 7th and 8th, and then we have June the 25th and 26th. That will be at the Edmonds Music Barn, just across the road there. And then August the 13th and 14th will be after that, also at the Edmonds Music Barn. And then we'll be back here in September the 17th and 18th at the 9 Mile Volunteer Fire Department.
What has blew me away is the people. Like on either side of us, within just a few walking feet, you've got bands is playing. They're just jam sessions. This goes on throughout the night in several camps here, right?
Yes.
Is that a tradition that some of the band members like to do, or what? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just like to come and spend a whole week. They'll come on Monday and stay, the whole week through the weekend. And then there's others that come Thursday night. Like this past Thursday night, we had a huge jam session for Thursday night. There's a bunch of younger folks and older folks alike. and just sitting around and enjoying each other's company and the music. And then you'll have people jam. I think at 2:30 this morning, there's still people
Wow.
going at it. So it's a big deal to just to hang out with people you don't get to see very much.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Awesome thing that your grandpa was able to do. He loved the community, there's no doubt. Tell me just a little bit about your grandpa. I mean, what kind of guy was he?
Well, he was a fun-loving guy. He, if you ever met him, he'd have you laughing in just a second. You know, I guess some people found him annoying, you know, because he just liked to cut up all the time, and like you could be on stage and he'll just let out a woo, you know, and he just carrying on and interrupt and stuff. But he did it out of fun. He's just a big cut up, and
so this is the first year without him, I guess, right?
yes, this is the first festival. It's, like I said, it's been 6 months. So.
Wow, wow. Well, we want to take this time to say thank you for all of his service that he done for the community and what he done to create this atmosphere. It's beautiful. It's really great. And it's good to see you, Miss Andrea, you and your husband. Man, I don't know how many times we're going to have him on camera tonight, because he plays guitar and several things, right?
Yes, he's very talented. I was blessed to get to know him.
So is that how you guys met? Or
We met right here.
Wow, you're joking.
Nope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we
That's
met right
awesome. So there's a lot of history to it, and a lot of sentimental things that especially connects you with it.
Yeah.
I noticed that the first person that I called to line up this show, it was you that I talked to. So I knew I was in the right direction whenever you told me just what y'all was going to be doing. Thank you guys for being a part of this show. I hope you see the family atmosphere. You want to bring your kids out, you don't have to worry about stuff that your kids shouldn't hear or shouldn't see. This is completely for the community, for the family, and a family atmosphere. It's some great folks from the folks that's volunteering inside. How many volunteers do you have?
I don't know. There's several families, you know, in the community that have volunteered to come. That I don't know all that part, because I tend to do more with the bands, and I know more of that side.
That's
of
enough
it,
to
so.
have to manage anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of hats people have to wear. A lot of people.
Well, it's coming up to the top there, so she's going to be back on stage. We want to thank Miss Andrea and all the folks here at 9 Mile Fire Department for hosting this and making this available to the community. Make sure you come back sometime this year in 2021, be a part of festivities here at 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival and the Edmondson Family Bluegrass Festival, that you can find out all online. That website again?
It's www.9 for mile, bluegrass.org.
And it's a great website. Make sure you go check it out.
Hi, my name's Linda McAllister. I've been coming here to 9 Mile for about 33 years now. It's been awesome. There's been some really good jamming going on, and I've been right in the middle of it. It's been awesome. A couple of guys that went on to do better things or bigger things. Brian Blaylock used to play here a lot, and he's out there with a band now playing on the road. And Jamie Daly with Daly and Vincent, he used to play here when he was just a kid. He played bass with Clear Creek. And in fact, Clear Creek played here today. So we've really enjoyed knowing all these kids. We miss them. They grow on up, and we don't get to see them as much, but we still love them and know that they're out there having fun.
A personal note, you knew them. This is sort of like a family. You see folks.
Oh, it's all family, yes. There's people here that I've seen today that I hadn't seen in a year from, you know, the COVID and everything, but we always know there's going to be somebody there that we know and love that we can catch up with. This is a family atmosphere. It won't take long. We're a special group. Bluegrass people are a special group. You don't worry about leaving your kids. They'll be took care of. Somebody will be watching.
We're running a contest up here for Murray to see how many banjos she can tire up in 10 minutes.
We're up to 2.
Wait a minute, I'm old. My finger's cramping. Let her in, Mary. Well, there's bandit number 3. It's in the springtime, one sunny day. And down that beach she went away. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. She come down, don't pass on. Come on, Daddy, I'll need you. Now she's gone and I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Womack with Community Insider as we continue to enjoy the 9 Mile Bluegrass Festival. We are here with Miss Linda McAllister.
Yes.
She has been coming for 30 some odd years, is that
33,
right?
yeah, 33.
And more of the history is we find out she's also been a part of a bluegrass band, right?
Used to be Bluegrass Friends, and we played all the time over here.
I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. So for people that's watching this, never heard of 9 Mile Fire Department or the Edmondson family, they need to come out here. This is where bluegrass is
yes.
still alive, right?
Oh, yes, yes. When the first time I came here, the jamming, and it still is, was fantastic. We would stay up 3 in the morning jamming.
Wow.
And the food's delicious too. They have some good food here.
And let's talk about cost effectiveness. $5 to get in, you
Right.
get all this music, you get, honestly, people's jamming. I mean, just right over here beside us, just a stone's throw, there's several different groups that's just jamming, right?
Right, right.
And this goes on the whole weekend pretty much.
That's what the best thing about this festival is. You meet people and you jam with them, and then you come back the next time. You can't wait to get back.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back and see my friends that I used to jam with, and we still talk and keep up with them. And when Mr. Pop Edmond was here, man, he was awesome. He was our encourager.
Wow, wow.
He would stand out there and encourage everyone.
So what got you first here?
I heard about this place, and these people told me they were coming over here. They were in a band, and they said it was the best jamming festival. Well, at that time, I didn't play. So I came with them, and I went and walked around and met everybody, listened to all the jamming, got in there singing. And then one day, my husband and I decided he could play, and he had a band he played with. After staying and watching all the stage, and then coming back to camp, waiting for him to come. We didn't drive that day, we drove, we didn't camp. I got tired of it, and I said, I'm not gonna sit out here and wait all night, I want something to play. So he got me a bass fiddle.
Oh, wow.
We learned to play, and we had our little band. We've enjoyed it over the years.
That's awesome. What's his name?
His name's Larry.
And because of his health, he's had to step away from that. And,
right. He has neuropathy, and I can't do anything much anymore either, but we've enjoyed it.
Well, that's good, that's good. Literally, you said earlier, we're out in the middle of a pasture here.
Yep, pasture field.
And the scenery, you guys, I'm going to give you some shots in just a minute of what me and Miss Linda's looking at.
Mountains,
behind
beautiful.
us. It's just all around us in Sequatchie Valley.
Right.
What would you tell folks if they were watching, they've been thinking about coming, or they hadn't heard of it before? What's your recommendation?
I would tell you that this is the best local little band people that don't play well come here to jam with people and learn to get better.
There you go. So people that's watching this,
right,
wanting to get more experience in this is the perfect place to come to.
Yeah, it is. It's perfect. All you guys out there that need a good jam session, there's plenty going on over here right now.
Just walk from one to the other.
Yeah,
right?
That's right.
Well, we want to thank you guys for being a part of this festivity with us, Community TV, TN, Community Insider, and all of us here at the studio. We want to continue to tell you to get out inside your community, and until next time, may God bless you, and I hope to see you inside your community.
Well, this morning we're at Old Stone Fort State Park in Manchester, Tennessee. We wanted to come see some of the spring colors. You know, we take a lot of fall color hikes, also spring color hikes, like the redbud growing here at Old Stone Fort, right here by the river, by the dam here. It's just beautiful. And we're going to see a lot of that. We're also going to see a lot of beautiful wildflowers here. Not only at Old Stone Fort, we're going to make a couple of stops today as we go hunting for spring wildflowers. Glad you're with us. Hope you enjoy it. Come on. It's overcast this morning here at Old Stone Fort, but pretty good for shooting, for photographing nature. And this beautiful redbud in front of this little waterfall over across the river. This is the Duck River, by the way. Not very many people out today. At least not yet. It'll fill up later on, but we're glad to be here when it's more or less empty. A lot quieter, except for the dogs barking across the river. That dog's been here for years and years. As we come around the bend to the forks of the river trail, we run into this wood betony right here on the banks, right by the trail. We've made it to the fork of the Little Duck and Big Duck rivers, and we've come to where a lot of wildflower hunters like to go. That's where the bluebells are, the Virginia bluebells. A lot of them in this area. There's a big patch right over here, and then beyond the hill there are many more, and they are gorgeous. Let's take a closer look. Aren't these beautiful? You gotta be careful where you step. You don't want to step on any. These are Virginia bluebells. The reason they call them Virginia bluebells, that's where they were first studied. They are obviously blue, but you also have some pink on here as well. Just a beautiful stand of Virginia bluebells, and a lot of wildflower lovers like to come to Old Stone Fort just to see the Virginia bluebells. Aren't they beautiful?